So what the heck is hypnosis? Hypnosis is a state of mind in which you are prone to learn even faster. Why? Because you're suggestible. And when you go to a hypnotherapist, it's not like you are under their spell. You are under hypnosis. You go into hypnosis several times per day. For example, I'm going to give you an example. People who are watching TV and they're falling asleep in front of the TV, guess what? They're in hypnosis. And the bad news is that if they happen to be watching the news and listening to all those terrible things happening in the world when they're in hypnosis because they're falling asleep, after a few weeks, they come to me and they tell me, fix me. And I say, what's wrong with you? Well, I'm just paranoid. Why are you paranoid? I just don't feel safe anywhere. Then I know and I tell them, do you happen to be watching TV at night and then falling asleep in front of the TV? And they say, well, yeah, how do you know? Well, it's just the same as if you come and pay a hypnotherapist and they put you in hypnosis and then they tell you that the world sucks, that you suck, that if you don't buy whatever product they're advertising, you're not good enough. If you're not young or pretty or thin or whatever, or blonde, then you're nobody. When you're in hypnosis, you're very suggestible. Has it ever happened to you that you're in the driver's seat and somebody else is driving and you're just falling asleep out of boredom? Well, that's hypnosis. So when you go and see a hypnotherapist, the hard part is not to put you to sleep, because if I ask you to look at any point on the wall that is a little bit above eyesight or your sight level, if I start telling you, look at that spot, and your eyelids feel heavier and heavier, you're getting more and more tired and whatever, you're going to fall into hypnosis, and anyone can do that. But the trick is, what are you going to tell the person while they're already in hypnosis? That's why you take the classes for going to hypnotherapy school. But are you really that suggestible? Suppose that you come to hypnosis and you ask me to help you stop smoking. But then, when you're in hypnosis, I realize that you have this tic and you twitch your eye a lot. And then I say, well, I'm going to help you and I'm going to tell you not to twitch your eye anymore. But the subconscious mind doesn't take negative or any order in negative. So I'll say that your eyes are always very relaxed. If you didn't come for that, you're going to tell me or open your eyes and say, hey, I didn't come for that. So when you're in hypnosis, you're not at the therapist's expense. So if you're in hypnosis and I say to you, give me your car, I really like it, you're going to open your eyes and leave and slam the door and think that this doesn't work. So you cannot make anyone do anything that they don't want to make. So as a therapist, we have to be very, very careful what the client wants. And it has to be logical, because sometimes, a long time ago, I had a client that was in an abusive relationship, and she said to me, I want you to help me to stay in this relationship, but not to let anything bother me. And I told her, how on earth you don't want to feel bothered if people are abusing you? Yeah, I know, but they need me because they're sick and I need to take care of them. And if I don't take care of them, nobody will, so I really need to stay with them. But they abuse me. And I said, why would you tolerate that? The truth is, with her, she had a lot of self-esteem problems. But that's not the solution. It's like if I ask you, put your hand on the stove and don't let the heat bother you. Well, if it's bothering you physically, you have to take action. If it's bothering you emotionally, you have to take action. It's what it's called the gut feeling. So anyway, I cannot help people in areas that they don't want to be helped. But hypnotherapy is different than stage hypnosis. Stage hypnosis is something very, very different. It's a show. It's for entertainment purposes. But hypnotherapy is for healing purposes. And it's proven, I've seen that it's been very, very positive on people. People can really, really make positive changes in their life if they do little homeworks, if they change their affirmations, if they learn how to do self-hypnosis. It can be very, very positive. Because if, as I said in other videos, it only takes 21 days to make changes, and that's amazing. But after 21 days that you feel different and you react different, then some little voice inside of you say, hey, no, that's way too good to be true. And no, that's not too good to be true. But then you go back to your old ways because this little voice was so convincing. My message for today: we all have this tiny, tiny little evil voice inside of ourselves telling us that we're not good enough, that we cannot change, that we don't deserve good things. Just don't listen to that voice. We all have a little angel telling us we're good, we're nice, we're pretty, whatever. Listen to that angel. Don't listen to that little evil voice. Take care. So what the heck is hypnosis? Hypnosis is a state of mind in which you are prone